Okay, we're going to take a look at Rarity today. So go ahead and open up the project, navigate here to GWL Pixel, ARPG, Data, and then if you come down here under Items, you'll see Rarity Types. So here items are usually linked to Rarity. In the system here, we have a few Rarity types already defined. We could see, let's look at this one called Worn. And we come up here to the inspector. What this means is it has the type. This is an enum type here. The weight, so you see this is 75, and if we look at rare, it's 35. So the weights determine how often it drops. I'll make this a higher number relative to the other rarity types to make it drop more often. We have the color, so this refers to maybe the text or the light um, of loot that is this rarity. The prefab that drops, and then the font asset. So this I just use to print out the different, the loot. So the other thing I want to wonder about is this possible traits range. So also this is links rarity to the number of traits that could drop. Here you see where Warren doesn't drop any. So these are like the broken items that might drop in these games that don't have any like plus strength or any of that stuff. If we come over here to the next row up, next type up, which I've defined as common, you see it drops less often, 50 is lower. And our possible trait rates, it drops between 0 and 1. So sometimes it'll have a random trait attached to it, and sometimes it won't. And then it also goes up then to rare. So rare always has one attached to it. You see the colors also change and the font essence. That way you can make different types of fonts and colors to the lighting on the things that drop to indicate, hey, look at me, I'm a shiny gold legendary, or I'm a blue rare when it drops in the scene. So again, legendary, we have this, has a much lower weight, less chance to drop, and then, but these are much higher, the possible traits, and then epic. So you can mess with these values and plug them into the items. So let's see, if we go to accessories here to look at an example, armor accessories, this is already included in the package. You'll see here we have rarity. So this particular armor is common. And I could, let's click back on that, and I could switch it out. And now, right, I could choose my different types. So if I wanted to make, all right, this is common, but now I also want a legendary version of it. I could just duplicate that. Now a new version has been made, and I can switch this over to legendary. I see this updates to show you that it's valid. And now this one will drop some traits onto it. And it has a lower chance to drop, but that's the easy way then to create. Here's the common original, duplicate it, and now legendary, and I could change any of these little things if I want to reflect the legendary changes. So that's all for today. I just wanted to take a look at the rarity types, where they're located in their project, what they do, and an example of how they're linked to the items and equipment here, and how you can use them to go ahead and create legendary or other type versions of loot that you already made. So then I can easily make a rare version and a legendary version, and so on. If you would like to know how to make different types, you'll look at making a new rarity type enum. You can check the documentation for that. But basically then you would, I'll open up Visual Studio here just to show you briefly. You would find this item rarity type, which is defined in the project. I'm going to go to the definition here so you can see that. So item rarity type, it also has got the same script name, so you could search this name here in the project search bar down here. And then here's the different types. So if you just wanted to add a new one, just add a comma and a new one to the list. So this could be like magical. You can then save it. And if I come back over to here, my common, we'll see now I'll be able to switch it to magical. All right, let's find it. Oh, there it is. And now I can have magical rarity types, whatever that means in my game. Okay, so that's a brief look there at rarity types. See you later.